Okay, so if you're lucky, this will be a very short video on what I'm doing while I'm waiting for Upland to finish their in-game car racing game. At the moment, the Upland game is in alpha version, and it's been there for a while. And I understand it's probably taking them a long time to create it. They're probably doing it from scratch, whereas I'm building mine from a pre-built editor with all pre-built assets, so I don't have to do much at all. Eventually, I'm hoping to bring in Upland's houses and so on into my game so that it'll look like an Upland game. But at the moment, I'm just using all of Fortnite's stuff. Fortnite uses the Unreal editor, which Epic owns, and it's actually very easy to use, but at the same time, it's a bit time consuming. I am having to do a lot of video watching and a lot of reading to figure out how to do things because I've never actually created a game before. I'm hoping that it won't take me 10 years to finish. I'm hoping to be done in a couple of weeks, but the Fortnite editor allows multiple people to be working on the game at the same time, which I may end up asking some people for help. But at the moment, I'm really just looking to get a simple game working and find out how difficult it is. Quite a while ago, Upland had a contest and allowed people to design their own racetracks I think it was only in San Francisco. And I designed one. I didn't win, but I had a lot of fun, and this is the track I designed. I called it the Screamer, and it's in an area of San Francisco where the elevation changes quite a bit, and that's kind of why I chose that area. I wanted it to be a bit more interesting than just a straight flat track, which, like, obviously at the moment, Upland is all just flat. There's no elevation changes in anything, but they don't need it at the moment. And I'm hoping that at some point that there will be elevation changes for the racing in Upland, but at the moment it doesn't look like it. The game at the moment in Upland car racing is basically just you pick your car, you pick your block explorer, you pick a track, and then you push go and you wait until it's done, and you find out you came in fourth. I know that's kind of what horse racing is like, but I was hoping for a bit more, and it probably will get better over time, but that's what it is at the moment. The game that I want to do is, at the beginning, it's just going to be a one person only. It's going to be a time attack where you run the track by yourself and get a best time and compare yourself to what everyone else has done. Eventually, mine will become a multiplayer game, but that requires you to have other people willing to play the game at the same time as you. And I don't know how hard it's going to be to create AI players for my game. It might be more trouble than I want to, go to. But at any rate, this is what the map looked like at the time that I designed it. There's not a lot of houses built up, but I was thinking over time, San Francisco is a popular area, probably will all be fleshed out eventually. But this is what it looks like at the moment. Let's just zoom into San Francisco. This is the area that I chose. So this little roundabout right here is this little roundabout over here. And then, so it goes up around here, down around this corner. That's this part over here. And then back all the way around this corner and back to the roundabout. So it's, like I said, it's about an 11-minute track, 2 miles, and it seemed like it would be a good choice. And again, like I said, it hasn't changed much. There's still more houses now than there was before, but it's not fully fleshed out yet by any means. And I would be helping, but it's way more expensive to build houses and even buy land there than I can afford in real life. So next is I took the Google map and took it into Blender, created the spline around all of the course. And again, you can see here, this is the same thing. Upland's map is slightly different than Google's map. I had to squish a few things here and there to get it to look exactly the same, but it's roughly the same track. And as you can see, it has some elevation changes. Not a huge amount, but it should make it interesting to drive. And but when it goes into Fortnite, I found that you can see that there's lots of houses here, lots of properties, but in Fortnite the house size is actually quite large compared to the track size. So rather than screw around and try and figure out what size everything should be, I just decided at the moment to go with the default house size in Fortnite, which you'll see now. So this is the track in the Fortnite Unreal Editor, and again, same track, but things now are a bit more squared off. I've found that I wanted to try and make it so the houses fit easily all around the track, and because the houses are so much bigger, I've just decided to make some things more square. But essentially the track is similar in shape and design, and I haven't timed it to see how long it takes. I think it's about 2 minutes, maybe a minute and a half around the course. But it's still got a ways to go. I'm just starting out, so I've got a bit to do. But anyways, this is I'm going to zoom in a bit to show you what everything looks like. The navigation is a bit harder, I think, in the Unreal Engine than it is in Blender, but I imagine I'll get used to it as time goes by. I'm just going to zoom in to the car. Here we go. Okay, so there's the character where he starts, or where you start, and the car. These cars are just dummy cars. They don't do anything at the moment. But essentially the game looks pretty. Everything's pre-designed. You can see that the trees are waving around, the grass is moving, the time of day changes as you're building. There's a lot of different foliage that's pre-built. Everything looks, comical. It's not supposed to be a real game. It's a cartoony style thing, but it gave me the chance to build something up quickly. And like I said, I can eventually bring in Upland houses into this, and it will look, reasonably the same. Upland's houses don't look like real world houses either. They look not comical, but they look, not real. And so I'm thinking some of this would blend in with what Upland has. Or if nothing else, I can modify the houses in Blender or in Upland to be, a little bit more matching this content. But like I said, the idea is just to get a playable game at the moment. And so anyways, this is what it looks like when I'm playing it in the editor. Sounds work, collisions work. You can see that there's I haven't fully painted out the grass from the road, so the grass is growing through the road at some point. Collisions work. You'll see me drive through the fences at some point. Not all collisions work, and not all things can be damaged. I've kind of turned down a few things just to make it easier for me to start. As I said, I'm watching a lot of videos to learn what I'm doing and what I'm doing wrong. But it looks like it should, be reasonably easy to do. And as I said, you can have more than one editor at the same time. You can have multiple people helping you design your game. And everything still works. I haven't put any guns or anything in the game. You can run into the houses. I've placed the house a little bit small, so it's got a grass carpet at the moment, but eventually it could turn into whatever kind of a game anyone wants it to be, but at the moment it's just a driving game, and or it should be a driving game, and I'm hoping it won't take me forever to finish. So anyways, if I don't need you to like and subscribe to this, it's basically just to show you this is how it's going. If anyone wants, I can make more videos on how I'm doing each step, but honestly, there are thousands of videos you can watch. You don't need me to do it. Just search for whatever you like. And the only difficulty I had was turning the map that I made in Upland into a map that works in Fortnite. And again, it's not extremely difficult. There are lots of videos on it. I just had to try a couple of times before I got it right. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this, and if you got any questions, just ask below. Thanks for watching.